Hi there, welcome to episode 190 of the WaveBack Music Podcast. My name is Kris.
And I'm Matt.
And we're here to listen to the most frighteningly interesting video game music there is. Happy Halloween, everyone! We are back with the 11th installment of the WaveBack Spooky Special. We've got another all-new track list of freakishly fiendish music to keep your holiday filled with horror. Beware of what lurks in the shadows, for tonight we bring you the 11th annual WaveBack Spooky Special. Hi there, Matt.
Hi there, Kris.
How the hell are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm actually wonderful as well. I had the day off today,
Ooh.
Which is pretty unusual for me. I had use or lose vacation time, and it just never happened this year. And my boss was like, you got to use this stuff or you're going to lose it. And like, he didn't know how apt that statement was because I was going to lose it. All right.
Dangerously close to the edge.
Yes, indeed. So I've had today, just no responsibilities today. Yeah, I mean, taking the kids to school and, being here on this podcast, but generally speaking, it's been, I went and went for a very challenging run earlier today, which is not something that, I've always wanted to do it. There's this really long, like a just over 2-mile bridge, that goes into Ocean City by here, that ever since they built this bridge with this nice walkway on the side, I've always wanted to either walk it or run it. And, today I decided, screw it. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go over there, take the kids to school, walk the dog, then drive out to Ocean City and run this bridge. And I did it, and it was awesome.
I'm real proud of you, dude. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm real proud of me, too. It was hard. There were 2 really big inclines on the bridge. Like, I don't want to call them hills because they're not hills. It's a bridge. But
this bridge got hills.
But basically hills, like just these 2 really steep ones. And I walked one of them just because, I'm not that in shape.
Round is a shape, Kris.
Round is a shape. But then I went to my favorite burrito place for lunch. I took a bath, which was great, and then I immediately took a shower afterwards because I never feel clean after a bath. And it took it easy. I played Metroid Zero Mission. It's a good day, man. This is a good day.
I went to work, so I'm jealous.
I was I went to the gym and chatted with my friend this morning. I have a gym buddy named Lisa, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays we just walk on the treadmill and gab about our lives, and it's wonderful. So it's just been a great day, and I'm in wonderful spirits, ready to tackle the WaveBack Spooky Special. I do wish I was feeling more spooky, but the Halloween season has not grabbed me this year.
I have to agree with you. We've decorated a wee bit. We're one of the only families in our new building that seems to have decorated. Couple of the houses, and I do mean a couple of the houses in the neighborhood, decorated their lawn and whatnot, and that's nice to see. So I do feel a little more in the Halloween spirit than I have in previous years. So I know exactly what you mean when you're saying that the spirit's not grabbing you, but there's still plenty of time before. As of recording this, there's still plenty of time.
We've got when you're listening to this, it'll be Halloween, but we're actually 2 weeks out from Halloween. Tomorrow is Trunk or Treat. John is going as a Pokemon of some sort. I think he's a Charizard, and Ellie is one of the K-pop demon hunters. She's got 2 other friends that are going to be round out the Huntrix trio. But
That's super cool.
What she does not know is that I am going to be involved in this too. Not tomorrow at Trunk or Treat, because they're pretty much just going to go off on their own to do that. And I'll probably walk with John because he's not going to have anybody else to walk with. But they're going to go off and do their own thing, and I'll just either be with John or hanging out with the other parents. But on Halloween, I have gotten myself a costume to be one of the demon villains from the movie. And I mean, I'm going all out. I'm gonna put the makeup on. I'm gonna shave my beard so the makeup doesn't look terrible.
Weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be very strange. But you know what? I'm going all out. I got the hat, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna freak him the hell out, and she's gonna be very thrilled with it because she has absolutely no idea. And especially, I think after tomorrow's trunk or treat with me not doing it, it'll be a big surprise for her. So I'm hoping that'll get me in a little bit of the Halloween spirit.
Oh, I'm excited for them because that's going to be really cool. They're going to be very like, whoa, little minds blown.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's going to be cool because, that's when we're all going to go out walking and seeing the neighborhood. And, that's the time to be in costume. So I'm jazzed about it. But speaking of being jazzed, we should get to work on the WaveBack Spooky Special.
Yes, sir.
As if you're new around these parts, welcome. Pretty much every year. Not pretty much every year, the two of us get together
for 11 years.
Yeah, for the last 11 years, we've been listening to spooky related video game music. Just putting together a playlist of cool stuff that we've heard and paid attention to over the course of our lives to celebrate the Halloween season. And this year is no different. I've got myself a collection of 10 tracks to get us into the spirit, and the first one is actually a request not from a listener, but from my son, John.
Yeah.
Who is a huge Pokemon fan. So the first track that we'll be listening to is from Pokemon Sword and Shield, which is not the current generation one. The song is called Battle Mysterious Being. I've heard this song many a time because he really likes listening to this soundtrack, and for a good long while there, he was listening to this at pretty much every meal. So this is an appropriately eerie song. It's got some good, like, I think that the two legendary Pokemon in Sword and Shield are, I believe, wolf-based. So a lot of the music incorporates howling. So, got that going for us. Anyway, here is a Battle Mysterious Being from Pokemon Sword and Shield by Go Ichinose, I believe is how you would say that. Enjoy. That was Battle Mysterious Being from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Bet you weren't expecting that much slap bass this early in the evening.
Mm-hmm. Right out of the gate, dude. I was, first of all, that was funky, but that was really good. That was really awesome.
Pretty solid tune. I like that one.
Yeah. I like, I mean, yeah, you mentioned on the onset that the legendary creatures were wolf-based, so, there's some howling, but that opening part of it, I was like, oh, that's all. But then, it really kicks over with the more use of it. But I like that opening a lot. It gave me kind of like, here's what you're getting into kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I I did not expect that slap bass though. That was like
it was intense.
to say the least. Yeah, very, very slappy.
Very slappy indeed. I've never been a huge Pokemon guy.
Me either.
John is the day that we're recording this is the day that the new Pokemon Legends ZA came out, and we were going to get it for him for Christmas, but I knew that he really wanted it, so I told my sister, who forgot to buy him a birthday present, like, hey, he really wants this game, and so she got it for him, and naturally gets all the credit, but it doesn't matter because
what a great aunt.
He's so happy. He's been playing it since she dropped it off this evening, and he's going to be talking about it nonstop for the next couple of days. But we're off and running here in the spooky special territory, and this next one we're going to listen to is one that brings me a lot of joy. This is from the new Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. We recently did Ninja Gaiden, I think.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did Ninja Gaiden pretty recently on here, and so I feel like I don't want to say too much. This is boss music from, I want to say, the latter half of the game, because I don't remember this music. I don't remember noticing this music until about halfway through the game when you're fighting these like hideous mutant creatures as bosses. So this song is called Monstrosity, which is why it jumped out at me. It's like, oh yeah, this is kind of a creepy one, because it goes with some like really creepy monster battles. It harkens back to I remember being in this one boss battle and thinking like, oh wait a sec, this actually has like this has notes of a song that I remember and like quite a bit, but it's not really that song. And then about halfway through, it becomes that song. And I was like, yes, please keep it coming. This is fantastic.
Okay.
So that in mind, by Keiji Yamagichi, who I believe was the composer on the original Ninja Gaiden, who came back to do some guest tracks for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, which is phenomenal. The song is called Monstrosity. Please enjoy. It's so good. Oh, it's so good.
That the guitars there remind me so much of like Doom, like the Doom music.
I could hear that.
There was like Man, there was a lot there for me to just digest. There was a whole heaping help of like KMFDM. That feels really KMFDM adjacent. So good. That's kind of the stuff I was into in like the 90s, like the Static
Mhm.
X's and the KMFDMs. And wow, that was really, really, really good. Really, really, really good. I want more of that, actually.
God, I really enjoyed the boss battles in this game. They were very hard, but like I would die so many times, but every single time I'd be like, all right, I learned something new. Let's go again. And the
Mm-hmm.
game was so fair. And it's so weird saying that about a Ninja Gaiden game, but it was so fair with the checkpoints. You got infinite lives, right? They just didn't even mess with lives in this one. It's just like, nah, just keep going. Checkpoints are always right before the boss, and you just keep trying because there's no penalty for dying, just your time. And it was like, all right, I'm gonna get better at this. But man, I just remember fighting this one boss and hearing that one little bit of like, wait a minute, that sounds an awful lot like a callback to the boss music from the NES games.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just kind of like right in the middle that it do. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Oh, so good, so good.
There is really something to be said for like a callback and a rephrasing of something so familiar, but in
Hmm.
such a new way. It's fantastic. Again, I can't say enough good things about that. I'm really going to go and listen to this one again and again and again. That was great.
Yeah, highly recommend playing Ninja Gaiden Ragebound if you haven't already. It is exquisite. I'm not 100% sure it's not just like the NES games. Like it really doesn't feel like much of an evolution of the NES games. It is kind of its own thing. Um, but outside of that, it's hard to complain about it. This game was phenomenal. I mean, it's from the team who did Blasphemous. Like they don't screw
Mm,
around. They know what they're
mm-mm.
doing.
Yeah, Blasphemous was something else too.
I really have to play through those games.
Yeah, I didn't get
Not
too
done that.
deep into it, but yeah. And to answer your question, we did Ninja Gaiden 2 last year, September.
Right, right. I knew there was something Ninja Gaiden adjacent relatively recently. So
Yep. So if anyone wants to go back and listen to those old episodes, you can.
indeed you do. They are still available on the interwebs for all to enjoy.
That was so incredibly 1990s cheese, man.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love the original Mortal Kombat so very much.
It I'm not a fighting game guy by any stretch of the imagination, but things like Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat hold a really special place in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Um I can't tell you. The first time I saw this game, it's the stand-up arcade game, and watching other people play and being like, "This is a video game. It's so
Right?
bloody and violent.
And there's real
Wow."
people in it. What the hell?
Yeah, yeah, and then the finishers and
Ugh.
eventually what the whole franchise has become is just so out there. But like, it all starts with one.
Yeah, I remember first time seeing Mortal Kombat was on vacation with my family in Virginia, and they had at the campground that we were at. They had an arcade, and like there was just a whole crowd of kids around the machine, and I just heard this really, really loud banging noise, and it was somebody fighting Goro, and like everyone around was just like, "Holy crap, this is amazing!" And I remember just like seeing it over, like looking over their heads and seeing it, like, "Oh my god, what is this? This is insane!" And I was just absolutely in love with it ever since. The character designs, the sound design, of course, the blood and the fatalities. Like, first time I saw Scorpion's fatality, it was like, well, that's it. This is the coolest thing I'm ever going to see in my life. That and him throwing the spear and saying, "Get over here," is like, oh my god, this is so cool.
It's true, man.
It really is. Well, we're going to move ourselves right along here to the next track. Comes to us from Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, which is a very solid 2D platformer in the vein of Donkey Kong Country, the modern ones like Returns and Tropical Freeze. The song is Wild Web Woods by Mr. Dan Murdoch, and it's the Wild Web Woods. It's a creepy forest level. So let's give it a listen. Enjoy. So, what did you make of Wild Web Woods?
That was wonderful. I liked that everything was acoustic instruments, especially like the. I mean, it's called Wild Web Woods, so there was a lot of like tree-esque, like wood sounds, blocks, and hollow stuff. It was fantastic. It was very whimsical because Yooka-Laylee, that series is very I guess whimsical. I don't want to say it's childish, but it the games are aimed at a younger audience.
They're basically Banjo-Kazooie, but legally distinct since they weren't allowed to.
Ooh, that's a little too close. No, but it's it's aimed at a younger audience and stuff. But it's that was a really wonderfully put together song. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, this game has a tremendous soundtrack, and both Grant Kirkhope and David Wise also have worked on this soundtrack. It's really quite something, and it has the whole. Really, the game itself is pretty solid, but the soundtrack really elevates it. It's very, very good stuff. Yeah. I am a fan.
Definitely.
So I guess it's time to move on to the next one, which actually is a David Wise track. We're pulling some Donkey Kong Country 2 here. We're going to be listening to more creepy forest music in the form of Forest Interlude, which is a lovely tune, but also nice and creepy, very similar to Wild Web Woods. I thought it would be fun to put these two next to each other. So here is Forest Interlude from Donkey Kong Country 2 for Super Nintendo by David Wise. Enjoy. And that was Forest Interlude by David Wise from Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. Not Diddy Kong's Quest, as some people like to think it's called. No, it is Diddy's Conquest. And I like that song because it's nice and eerie. It's pretty in its own way, but it's also got that very eerie vibe to it. I think the instrument choices really add to the eerie vibes for sure. but it's nice. How'd that grab you?
It was very chill, and in some way, it gave me shades of Streets of Rage,
Huh.
and I think it's that lead synth part that just made me think of like where Streets of Rage has those mellow moments. Because this, to me, this was a very mellow song.
Yes.
Certainly eerie in its like instrumentation choices.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely see it like being a creepy woodsy kind of thing. Kindred spirits to the last track, but also very different from the last track. I commend you on putting the two of them together because that was a really interesting choice. And like I said, to kind of hear them back to back and see the similarities and the differences, fantastic. But this was good. I mean, like I can't think of a time that we've put David Wise on the spotlight and said, no, that wasn't a hit." Like David Wise is just a fantastic composer, and there's your reason why it was this great song.
He's one of my favorites.
I do.
Any excuse I can give to shine a spotlight on his lovely music is a good excuse to me.
For what it's worth, one of my personal crowning achievements is one coming on board during the Spooky Special, being my first episode all those years ago. But to put the Nightmare on Elm Street NES soundtrack in front of you.
Oh, yes, indeed.
And then you not knowing that it was David Wise.
Yeah.
Like all these years later, I'm still like, yeah, I did that. I didn't know what I was doing, but I did that.
You sure did. That was a fun night right there. That was good stuff.
That was the start of something.
Stuffs indeed.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I guess we shall move on to the next track, which is definitely a bit of a different one. A little bit of a left turn here. We're going to go back to the 8-bit era, and we're going to be listening to some Mega Man tunes.
Love it.
For Mega Man 4, we'll be listening to Skullman Stage for obvious reasons. This was composed by Mine Fuji, and Skullman's a really cool design. Definitely fits in the Halloween motif, although I guess his stage is a little bit more dinosaur bone than whatever. He's skulls,
It's skulls.
Skulls.
Skulls,
Halloween. Let's do this thing.
Skulls.
Here's Skullman Stage from Mega Man 4. Enjoy.
Skulls.
Skullman Stage. How'd you feel about that one?
Skulls. I thought it was fantastic. It's Mega Man music, man. You can never go wrong with Mega Man music, like ever.
Oh, I don't know about that. Mega Man 8's got quite the soundtrack.
I'm not familiar with a lot of it, but like, but
generally speaking, yes, Mega Man music is pretty spot on. Mega Man 8 happened when Capcom was in their smooth jazz phase.
Ooh.
which sometimes goes really well, and sometimes it's like, you're playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and then you think to yourself, there's a lot more trumpets and wailing in the background than I would have expected from this game.
Okay, well, there's way more hits than there are misses in the Mega Man music franchise. Okay,
Very, 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 very true. Very well.
Now,
Good
I
point.
will
Well
say,
made.
the music is not necessarily spooky at all. It doesn't
Yeah,
have
it's
any
really
of the
not.
benchmarks or earmarks, whatever you want to call it, but skulls. So it gets a pass.
Yeah, I mean, really, this was just because it's Skullman stage. I've never been the biggest fan of this song. Not that it's bad by any stretch. It just never really struck me as like, I don't know, Skullman's a really cool design, and this song is just kind of like,
Mega Man music.
yeah, solid.
Yeah.
But could
Almost,
be solider.
it really could be solider. I mean,
it couldn't because that's not a word, but you know what we mean.
shh, you beautiful, beautiful man. Just shh. Anyway.
Any hoosers, yeah. What's next? Oh, this is a fun one. So this is from the Sonic Mania soundtrack. This is the Titanic Monarch Zone Act 2, which I believe, yep, that's the right one. Because I almost went with Titanic Monarch Zone Act 1, and then I accidentally threw this one in there, and then I listened to it and thought, actually, this one kind of works too, so let's just stick with this one. I don't know that this is necessarily like a spooky, like specifically spooky stage, but it does take place in a rather eerie castle, and I do think the music kind of fits the vibe we're going for. So I went with it. T. Lopez did an amazing job with Sonic Mania soundtrack. It's a very, very good game, and this is a pretty cool song. So enjoy. Oh, there you go. That was Titanic Monarch Zone Act 2 from Sonic Mania. How did you feel about that one?
That was like way more epic than I ever thought like a Sonic game could be. That
Oh,
was fantastic.
we're going to have to do Sonic Mania one of these days. This is a fantastic soundtrack. Really, really, really good stuff all around. I mean, T. Lopez does really great stuff in general. Sonic Mania is just a wonderful game.
If the
Really,
rest
really liked this tune. Really like this tune.
Yeah, I'm still kind of comprehending what I listen to. If the rest of the soundtrack is anything remotely close to this, then we've got a great episode on our hands right there. Um, that little creeping bass line at the beginning, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, you sneaky, sneaky," and then it just kind of it sweeps in, and it's such a big song. It's got such a great. It takes up such a great sonic space, man. That was really good. That was really, really good.
Yeah, love this soundtrack. It's kind of split between like there's a bunch of new zones, then a bunch of classic zones with like new takes on the old songs,
Mm,
and good stuff. Because look, the Sonic series definitely has been through a lot of changes over the years. I
yes.
love the original Genesis, uh, let's say trilogy. Sonic and Knuckles is really just the rest of Sonic 3, but I really love those 2D Sonic games. I really love the original Master System Sonic 1 as well. That also has a great soundtrack. And this Sonic Mania was just the perfect follow up to those games. Like,
hmm
Sonic 4 left a lot to be desired. I don't like any 3D Sonic games, really, but boy, Sonic Mania was just a really special game, and there's some great music in there. So that'll be a fun episode to get through.
I mean, it's no secret that I've never been a fan really of the Sonic series, like
Mm-hmm.
anywhere, like even the 3D iterations and stuff like that. I just it was never my thing. But um, again, if the soundtrack from Mania is anything remotely close to that song, you will have made a fan out of me because that again. Wow, that's another one I'm really gonna listen to a bunch more after this episode.
Yeah, that was killer. And you know what? Listen to the Act 1 too, because the music between Act 1 and Act 2 is usually like they're linked sonically in a certain way of like they have uh they're usually relatively different songs that have like different takes on the same like core melody, which is I've always been a big fan of. They started doing that in Sonic 3. Um Sonic, you would listen to you'd do the stage, the first act, and then it would transition right into the second act, and the music would continue. It's clearly the same song, but it's a totally different version of it. It's really neat, and they did a good job of that kind of stuff in Sonic Mania. What Sonic games have we covered on WaveBack?
We had the two-parter with the Alexes. I remember that.
Right, that was and we never got around to redoing the second one because Sonic Adventure 2 that episode tanked, and we never got around to redoing that one.
Well, let's be clear. We there was a technical difficulty with the audio. When you
Yeah.
say it tanked, it makes it sound like we had low.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
not. Yeah,
yeah, we had low viewership or something.
yeah. So
Not that
let's
we look at
see.
that sort of
We
stuff.
never really did we do the Sonic Adventure 2 20th anniversary? Because I have it listed here, but I'm just looking at my regular list here. We did a Sonic 30th anniversary episode. God, I don't even remember doing that.
It's
No, wait, I kind of remember doing that now. We did like Chemical Plant Zone or something. We should do a proper Sonic like we did. Sonic 2 was the fourth episode, I think, of this podcast way back in the old days.
Yep.
And then that's the only like besides Sonic Adventure, like the only classic Sonic we ever really tackled. Well, we're gonna have to fix that next year. We're definitely gonna have to fix that. I mean, we haven't covered the
Fine.
original Sonic the Hedgehog on Genesis. There's good music in there.
It's true.
It's true because I said it's true. Dang it. Moving right along. We've got 3 left.
We do.
This one's a little bit on the shorter side, but this game brings much joy to my heart, so I wanted to include it anyway. This is Transylvania Map by Yoshiro Harai from the often underlooked often overlooked and underappreciated sequel to Star Tropics, Star Tropics 2: Zoda's Revenge, released very late in the NES's life cycle. Maybe not quite as good as the original, but almost. And just a joyous game. God, I wish they'd make more Star Tropics games. Anyway, this is Transylvania Map. Enjoy. Yeah, really, there's not a whole lot to say about it other than it really gets the job done of the kind of just off-key melody. Really just makes you feel like you're in Transylvania on the map screen in Star Tropics 2.
I do love a good short and sweet. I mean, I like the loop in it was really good. I feel like it's something that, I mean, yeah, it's a map screen, so you're really only going to hear it a couple times.
Yeah, you don't spend a lot of time on this map, I don't think. I feel like there's a graveyard nearby that you can get lost in. It's been entirely too long since I've played Star Tropics 2, because for some reason it has not shown up on Nintendo Switch Online yet, which is insane to me. It was on the Wii Virtual Console, it was on the Wii U Virtual Console, but Star Tropics is on Switch, but Star Tropics 2 is not. It's a big missed opportunity there. It's a good game. More people should play. It's got Tetris blocks in it. It's so weird. I love it. Anyways, have you played Star Tropics at all?
No, I keep telling myself I'm going to sit down and play Earthbound, and that's not happening.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh. I feel like we definitely did Star Tropics at some point, didn't we?
Very early on.
Oh, yeah. Episode, what I think I said 27, it looks like. Oof. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. What are we in? Episode 190? Holy.
Yeah, we're coming up. We're coming up on that old 300. 200. Woo.
Yeah. Yeah, Kris. 200.
Good times. All right, well, speaking of good times, this one might not be a good time. I don't know. I picked this purely out of nostalgia for this stupid game. This is Haunted House from Clay Fighter, which I rented the heck out of this game.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No.
But it was so neat at the time. It was just such a cool thing at the time. And this is what Ichabod Clay was the Pumpkinhead character.
Yes.
So this is his stage, Haunted House, by Mitchell Stein and Brian Luzietti. I didn't even listen to it. I was just like, I was doing something for work and Clay Fighter came up and I was like, you know what? I'm picking what was Ichabod Clay's stage? Haunted House. This has to be it. Cool. Just threw it right in the playlist. Haven't even listened to it. This might be complete garbage. Clay Fighter is, but I love it anyway. So here's Haunted House. Enjoy. Okay, there's a lot to dissect here.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that was actually a really good song with not so great instrumentation. I think with different instrument choices, like I think everything that they were doing there was actually pretty cool. Just that xylophone sound effect that they were using was not doing this song any favors. The rest of it I think was actually pretty serviceable just as far as instrument choices, and I think the composition kind of carried it enough, but that if that completely insane main melody were being played on a higher quality or just generally not less adorable instrument, I think this would have been far more effective. Really not a bad piece of music though. It went places. It went further than I expected to. I don't think matches usually lasted that long in Clay Fighters, so the fact that there was that much of the song to begin with was kind of cool. I think it deserves a little bit of credit. Not a lot, but a little.
You'll get no pushback from me. I felt like, yeah, it did suffer from the times, which is to say, like, the drums were pretty flat and the bass was pretty flat and everything else was pretty flat except for that weird xylophone.
Yeah. And we know that they didn't have to be, right? And this is the Super NES.
Yeah.
We know darn well what the Super NES was capable of in the right hands. Yeah. I'm very curious what the Genesis version of this song sounds like. I can't imagine it's anything other than a complete disaster. But I need to listen to it. I'm so curious.
That will be something we're gonna have to do. But yeah, to your point, maybe hearing kind of like a modern band or group kind of tackle it again or something could really, like you said, make it service. It's a serviceable piece. It could really make it kind of pop a little better, or at least just come together a little bit better. But I mean, okay, it has all the check marks for spooky music in that there's that weird xylophone, which goes back to the old cartoons of skeletons playing rib cages and spinal columns, the organy kind of things and stuff. So it's there.
Well, I can confirm that I was very wrong. The Genesis version is actually pretty killer. Exact same song, same tempo and everything. But I was kind of assuming it was going to be very farty, but that it's not. It's got that really cool, like very Genesis slap bassy thing going on, and the instrument they're using for that high pitched xylophone thing, it works way better here. It's actually pretty killer. I'm very sad that we didn't use this version instead. I'm tempted to just kind of throw it into the Dropbox and do this right now because I feel like we should. I feel like we owe it to Clay Fighter, to be perfectly honest with you.
We did kind of read it. Its last rites there.
Yeah, I'm throwing this in the Dropbox right now. It should be available for you now.
This is what the boys call an audible.
Yeah, we're pulling an audible. We're doing it live.
Where are we? Oh yeah, okay. Ichabod,
Ichabod Clay, the Blob, and N Boss. So this was definitely used for multiple characters. But this is a better version of that song you just listened to. Enjoy. was a lot better, huh?
That was a world better.
Yeah. Same tune.
What a difference.
Same thing, but yeah, that's really, really fun that it just absolutely confirmed what I said. Better instruments, and the song would actually be pretty good. And look at that.
Yeah, like that xylophone, that pseudo xylophone part wasn't a xylophone at all. Instead, it's like a synthy lead, which is so much better.
Yeah, it works 100% better for those specific notes. And I'm usually way more Super Nintendo than Genesis when it comes to music. But boy, that's not even close. That was way better.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Maybe we do an episode where we do Clay Fighter comparison Super Nintendo Genesis.
Yeah, I have to wonder if is the rest of the soundtrack have the same problem.
Well, we'll find out on the next episode of.
But for now, we must move on to our final track of the evening. Now, this is an interesting one because we have listened to a version of this song quite recently. This is from Undertale. The song is called Spider Dance from Undertale, and it was a great song in Undertale. But this, however, hails from another game that we've covered in the past. This is the version of Spider Dance that appears in Just Shapes and Beats, which, as you will remember, has an amazing soundtrack.
Absolutely.
So this is a remix of Spider Dance done by Shirobon, I believe is how you pronounce this person's name. And I thought this was a great way to cap things off this evening because this is an absolutely killer remix of an already killer song. So here is the wonderfully creepy Spider Dance from Just Shapes and Beats. Enjoy. So good. Oh, that's so good.
That was quite the ride.
Tragically short.
Yes. What is that about? I was really in it, and then it just stops.
Give me 10 more minutes of that, please. No question. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Absolutely.
Hot diggity dang.
Indubitably.
The original version is so good to begin with.
Yes.
And man, oh man, this elevates it to such a cool level. I remember I had heard the original Spider Dance before, but then I hadn't played Undertale when I played Just Shapes and Beats. So hearing this version of it, I was like, this song absolutely rules. Can't wait to actually play through Undertale, and then I did, and it was amazing. But what a I'm all tingly.
I know, it's kind of hard to send off like that. Like, that's it for us.
Yeah.
The audience gets the extra, but like now I have to like figure out a way to come down.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta go to bed. Granted,
Yeah.
I'm very tired. I don't think I'm gonna have a problem falling asleep, but like I'm
No.
pretty jazzed right now.
Yes.
So, that's it. That's what we got for the spooky special. Happy Halloween, everybody! I hope this
Yes.
music helped keep you in the mood. So yeah, join us next time for Matt's pick. What's our next game there, buddy boy?
Well, I did make a pick a couple episodes ago, but we kind of forgot we were falling into the Halloween season.
Right.
So I'm going to go with my original pick, which was The Altars.
The Altars.
Yep.
That's what it was. I knew there was a pick, and now I know what it was. ALTERS. Now I've written down, and I'll never forget it.
It is set in stone, my friend.
Yes, indeed. Well, there you go, everybody. We here at the WaveBack Podcast are incredibly grateful to everyone who listens, and we love communicating with you when we can. We have a couple of ways you can do that. There's the Geekade Discord channel, in which we have a WaveBack chat where we frequently discuss all manner of stuff related to video game music and whatever our next episodes are going to be. Honestly, it kind of floats around a lot. Sometimes it's the vinyl channel that's constantly going. Sometimes it's just the music channel that's constantly going. But there's always music talk happening in the Geekade Discord on various channels. Where it lands, where it lands. Of course, you can still send us an email at mail@geekade.com. Theoretically, most of the time the email doesn't make it through to us, and I've never been able to really figure out why.
Huh.
But hey, if you're sending us emails, keep trying. It'll get through one of these days, or find a better way to contact us.
Or just join the Discord channel.
Yeah, join the Discord or find us on social media.
Smoke Signal.
While you're at it, check out all our social media channels. You should totally follow, like, and subscribe to if you haven't already. WaveBack and other Geekade podcasts are made possible thanks to the Geekade Patreon page. There, patrons can get access to a monthly podcast topic and recording schedule, get early access to most of Geekade's shows, including this one, and more. If you've enjoyed our podcasts over the years, follow the link in the description and give it a look. We really appreciate it. And finally, as always, be sure to check out all the other great content we have on our site over at geekade.com. So, before we go, you are going to be treated to an all-time classic, an old classic, really just a wonderful way to cap this off. I mean, after the glory that was that Spider Dance, that was always going to be a tough one to follow up. So I thought we'd just go old classic, pull out of the stops, and go with the original main level theme by Ayako Mori from Ghosts and Goblins, the arcade version, the very original Ghosts and Goblins. You know the theme we're talking about. It's one of the video game classics.
May I ask a question?
No.
Okay.
Do it anyway.
Thank you. What was our intro?
Our intro was just, it was not really anything worth. It wasn't a full song. I decided the intro for this one was going to be the menu music from Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest.
Hey.
It's just a few seconds of it because it's just a few seconds long, but it seemed like the right thing to do. It was just the song that jumped into my brain.
It should still get its shine anyway. And that being said,
let's wrap it up. That is all we've got for you tonight. Happy Halloween. Thanks for sticking with us for all this time, and we will talk to you next time for The Altars. Good night.